Blog Talk Radio.
It, I got it, anytime you desire. Hustle always ain't stopping, we live with that Endie Fiya, fire. Get it straight to the point, no chaser, no false facts and no faker. Gas we're on your way, that entertainment news, with a little bit of daily inspiration. Put it off to the side, east to the west, to everyone in this nation. Every week is a celebration, with a girl in motion and an RP4. Switching the keyboard, still no sleepers, giving the game on all we know. So, won't you please pay attention, especially if you're really on your own trying to get it. Need an idea how to make your riches, get it from the soul, how to do it in the business. Need it in a view, can't lose. If you've been better than bruised, this is exclusive for you. These are the tools. We about to bring you the school. In it before it was cool. Endie Fiya, yo, come get what you need. That's your desire. Run with rich and the key. Endie Fiya, fire. Endie Fiya, fire. Endie Fiya, yo, come get what you need. That's your desire. Run with rich and the key. Endie Fiya, fire. Endie Fiya, fire.
Hello, it's Thursday, and you're tuned into another episode of Endie Fiya, live right here with your host, Nakia. Guys, you know when you get used to doing something a certain way for so long, then all of a sudden, like, you have to switch things up. Like, I'm not good with change. I don't adjust very well to change. And so I just don't adjust very well to change. That's all I'm going to say. You know, I want to do something. I don't say that I'm sorry very often, because I apologize, but I don't say I'm sorry, because that's like, you know, you shouldn't be sorry. Like, you know, you shouldn't make yourself seem like you're sorry. But I do want to say that I'm sorry to someone. I ain't going to call no names or nothing. But we had a misunderstanding today, just a misunderstanding. And it was kind of my fault, you know. A lot of things that I do, a lot of people don't understand why I do the things that I do and how I do. Whoops, my bad. The things that I do, how I do them, why I do them. And so I want to take the time to just apologize to this person and say that I really am sorry. And I know that you have already found it in your heart to forgive me. It wasn't like I needed to be forgiven, but you know how things are, you know. So I'm going to play this song for you. All right.
Trees. Yeah.
Our time, your time, in Orlando, baby, in Orlando, baby. Sit back, unwind, in Orlando, baby. I get so high on you. lost in Orlando, baby.
I just hope you remember in Orlando, in the bando. You know, be real and all this in my shit. Oh, I just hope you in Orlando. Straight up.
Yeah, so that was my friend. No, that was for my friend. I don't know if you're listening, but I'll make sure that you hear that. My public apology to you. I'm very sorry. So if you're just tuning in, you're tuned in to this episode of Endie Fiya live with Nakia. And so we talked about on Tuesday night some things that are going to be switching up here on the show. A lot of you may not know, for parents, that a lot of you do not know. Rich is no longer on the show. He's moving on. He has moved on to bigger and better things, and I'm so happy for him. And so that means we will have a new co-host starting soon, which means we have that hunt for new intro music again. And we just fell in love with that last, the last song, and I really don't want to change it, because it's like, how a lot of artists have, that hype man, that music, that's my hype song, So, but we will have our new co-host beginning. All right, so let's push it to February. I'm gonna say February. It may be the last week in the month, but I'm gonna say February. Brand new start, February. He said, she said will come back in February as well, because he said, she said does take a he to go along with the she. So he said, she said will begin back on the first Saturday in February. I'm excited. I miss giving you all the hot topics, and I feel like I don't know what's going on because I don't talk about it, every week. So that will return the first Saturday in February. Also, let me think. I'm not stalling, but I am stalling because I'm actually waiting on our guest to arrive. So he did let me know that he was going to be just a little bit late. So, because you know me, I'll start dragging a person real fast, but they're not where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be there. So I'm actually waiting on our guest to arrive. So with that being said, I want to take the opportunity again just to say thank you to everyone who took the time out of their day on Tuesday to wish me a happy birthday. Your love was deeply felt, however you chose to express it, by message, by text, by call, by email, flyers, all the creative ways that people chose to wish me a happy birthday. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I think I finally, and messages still coming through, but I think I was finally able to, personally give everyone, a thank you yesterday. And so we should do this again, like next week. Somebody said, when I said that, they were like, you mean next year? No, I said what I said. We should do it again next week. Because even though a lot of you know this, I don't really like birthdays, I don't really like birthdays at all. But I'm a talker, so it gives me the opportunity to talk to people that I normally would not talk to. And that's what I love. I love doing. I love being able to communicate with people in all forms. And so with that being said, some of you I may have sent a special invite to, we'll say, to perform at a music conference and concert that's going to be coming up on the 23rd of March in Raleigh, North Carolina. And so I do have some information on that. But I also have other information. I might have talked to some of you about a tour that's coming up as well. Well, I have the cities and I have the dates. So, with that being said, let me find the flyer really quickly. Like I should have already had this up. Da-da-da-da. Here we go. All right. So, if we're already connected, I've already dropped your information. Well, I'm giving your information out now to the cities that I think you might be interested in. If anything changes, hit me up, let me know. As I get individual flyers in for each city, I'll be posting them. And I'm going to post the main flyer tonight. So this is the No Breaks, that's BREAKS, to No Breaks, BRAKES tour. All right? So it's beginning on the 4th of April, starting in Wilmington, North Carolina. Then it's moving on to Charlotte, North Carolina, on April the 5th. Then on April the 6th, it will be in Raleigh, North Carolina. That is also the day of J. Cole's Dreamville Fest. Remember, the inaugural fest was supposed to take place last year, but some storm came through the state, and they had to cancel it, or something came through, and they had to cancel it. And so this show will take place that night, all right? So April the 12th in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. April the 14th is Georgetown, South Carolina. April the 19th is Alexandria, South Carolina. April the 20th is in Washington, D.C. April the 21st is in Philly. On the 26th is Atlanta. And on the 27th is Tampa. All right, so you have the opportunity to get in on all 10 dates. I have the cost for that. You have the opportunity to do individual dates as well. I have the cost for that. So just hit me up, and we can discuss, how we can get you in on this No Breaks to No Breaks tour. With that being said, I got my guests. Y'all ready for this, ladies? Now, we talked about this on Tuesday night, ladies, and I did have some ladies. It's not very often that I have. Okay, I'm lying. I get some ladies in my DM or inbox every day, and for one reason or another. I prefer the one reason over the other, but I have had quite a few ladies in my inbox this week or DM talking about our guests for tonight. They was inquiring. They had crazy questions, and I told them, we're gonna get up close and personal with our guests tonight. So, ladies, if you're listening, call in. You got questions? Call in. The number's 929-477-1320. Y'all got all that, right? You got all that? Ladies, call in and talk to our guests. But I do have him on the line now. I'm going to do things a little differently than we normally do, and I'm just going to jump right in with him. We'll go over his bio a little later. All right? How you doing?
Yo, what's up, baby?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm glad you made it.
Yes. I wouldn't have missed it. I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
So I guess it's probably important that I read your bio because nobody knows who I'm talking to right now, right?
Right.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Endie Fiya listening fans, supportive audience, this is Teo Dash. He's an R&B singer and rap artist. But I didn't even know he was a rapper. I thought he was an R&B singer. I didn't. But he's gonna drop some bars tonight, right? You